All right, so I want to talk for a second about, I guess, really the power of fiction, the power of storytelling. Now, before I get started, there's a great TED Ed video that covers this exact same subject. Actually, does it in a very, very good way. You might want to check it out if you just do a search for the title "How Fiction Can Change Reality." And it's taught by someone named Jessica Wise. Okay, so if you look up How Fiction Can Change Reality, Jessica Wise and TED Ed, you'll find this video. Excellent job kind of explaining this basic idea. But think about this. The fictional worlds that you create speak to us. They speak to us, the reader, specifically. And we respond because of the way that they speak to us, right? Basically, when your writing shows us a character that maybe that character displays behavior we aspire to, or we wish we were like, or whatever, that's going to hold on to us. Maybe it's going to show us a picture of a world that we want to change. Maybe we want to change into the world that you show us, or you show us a world that is an inevitable consequence of someplace that we are. Well, and we want to change. Well, this is stuff that we can really latch on to. Some of the most engrossing fiction throughout the ages has done something like this. It's talked about some, I don't know, universal trait of being human, but doing so in a way that inspires the reader to really want to be like this, to be this particular sort of person, to live in this sort of world. And by doing so, it inspires the reader. It inspires, well, really, it inspires the world to want to change. And it can actually change the world. It can change the world. It can alter beliefs that end up changing the world. So don't minimize fiction, and don't let anybody else minimize fiction. The world needs storytellers. Okay, humans crave stories, but not just for entertainment. You know, people think, oh yeah, the world needs stories too. Yeah, but it's not just entertainment. It's part of who we are as humans. Okay, it's part of our basic humanity. Part of what makes us human is that need for storytelling. And you can change the way people think based on a lifelike and a believable and a wonderful world that you create. If you want more information about that, same thing, just do a Google search on that. There's so many research articles and studies and everything that have started to be done about the psychological needs of humans and why we respond to fiction, why we respond to storytelling. And honestly, not just why we respond, but why we need it. Why that's a fundamental part of what makes us us. You know, you go all the way back to the cave paintings and everything. This is part of humanity. It makes us who we are. It really does. And kind of like I hinted at us earlier, that's a lot of responsibility, right? That's a lot of responsibility on the writer. But, you know, with the right manner of thought and with the right level of inspiration, I think you can handle it. So remember that. Remember that the world needs fiction. The world wants to be inspired, and you have the power to do it.